to the floor. This ain't no bedtime story, no cookies and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal.
Granny ain't scared, and you better not be either. Welcome to Granny's house.
Welcome to Granny's house. How are you today? It's episode. Hold on 1 second. We got some backlash. I don't want to have that. Episode 27. Are we right? 27. In our new year of 2026, we made it. Thank God we made it. Episode 27. Episode 27 tonight is called Comparison is the Thief of Joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. Before we get started, because I know y'all forgot the rules, so we're going to go to the rules. The very first thing we always do before we get started. We go and we look at the rules. What? We like, follow, we share. We don't gatekeep at Granny's house. We like, follow, we share on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. They all have the same moniker. Click the link on YouTube. Please hit the follow, subscribe, and the thumbs up button. So as if you're on YouTube right now, hit the thumbs up button and let everybody know you're here. And once again, whatever happens at Granny's house, it stays here, right? Oh yes. Whatever you say, you talk about your baby daddy too much. Call me and I'll go. I won't put him on, girl. I won't make a clip of that, but I will make a clip of some other stuff. But I hope y'all enjoy yourself and you had a good 2026. And I see we already got some TTs already in here, so let's give a shout out to all the folk that's in the room before we get started. It's my first TT. Hey, lady. You calling one of my best other TTs. I hope she jump on. I know it's past her bedtime. Hey, Queen. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. You don't want to see me twerk, girl. I can't do it. They'll put me out the building. Don't even get it started. Thank you for the happy birthday shout out. I appreciate you. And you made me the most beautiful birthday card. I thank you. That's the best present I got all day. You know, some of them folk gonna lose their birth certificates and their marriage certificates when the show is over. But it's okay. That's with me letting them not tell them what I want. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, TT? Uh-oh. Hi, Queen. How you doing? Walaikum salam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am. Thank you also for that good thumbs up. I'm happy to see you all. I'm happy we have our crew all up in here. Hey, Sugar. Another one of my Capricorn babies. So as we have our crew in here, we riding out. Once again, I thank you for all the love that you've given today and all through episode 27. But let's get it started, right? Y'all know I've been doing my homework. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you how old I am. That's my business sense. So the filters to keep working. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for the birthday love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And there's the Queen Mother. Y'all give Queen Mother some love and some heart. Throw some hearts in the chat for the Queen Mother. Y'all know I've been studying before I get started every show now, right? So let's do our Johnny Carson monologue. Granny's house. I'm thankful y'all are here today. We're talking tonight about how we all struggle. We all struggle with this. Some of us do a little less than others, but we don't always admit it. And it's comparison. Comparison is something that I know that I have struggled with. It's something that is kind of wheeled up on us, as children. We don't realize it that when people go, "Oh, you're not like your brother," you're comparing. And why can't you be like such and so and so? But I digress. So comparison will have you questioning your progress, your purpose, and your peace. While God is still working behind the scenes on your behalf. You can be grateful and still growing. You can be blessed and still becoming. And somebody else's highlight reel is not your behind the scenes story. You hear me? And the moment you start measuring your life against someone else's journey, joy starts to leave out the room. We don't need no joy leaving from us, right? So tonight we're doing what as we start episode 27? We're reclaiming our joy and we're learning how to stay in our own lane. Mhm. And trust the timing and stop robbing ourselves of peace. So get comfortable. Get you some tea, you some coffee, some water, because we're gonna be talking tonight. I know y'all gonna be running your mouth, so get ready. Get ready. Because our first topic on this is what really does comparison do? What does comparison do to you? How does it affect you? Because for me, I came up with a couple things. I said comparison creates false timelines. Comparison gives you a false reality of how when you should finish things or how you should be. Because first of all, you're comparing yourself to who and to what. And if somebody else is, like you said, if somebody else is day one and you're on day 20 and they're on day 20, you're on day one, but you're trying to compare yourself to their day 20 and you just got started. What will you do to yourself? You're gonna start giving yourself doubt. You start going and feeling like I shouldn't even get started. Why did I do this? What made me think that I could start this? But I'm comparing myself, hey Queen, walaikum salam. Comparing myself to somebody else's false timeline also too. Somebody else telling me how far I should be. Or why you ain't to where somebody else is. What you mean where I should be where somebody else is? I'm right where God want me to be. He placed me here, right? He placed us right where he wants us to be. And I can't help but also that when I compare to other people, I'm also removing gratitude for myself. Because if you're going and staring at other people and all they have, and then you're not being thankful for what you got already sitting here in front of you. Because a lot of us look at everybody else's stuff. What my mom said, don't be looking at somebody else's grass, thinking that it's greener on the other side, right? Because we'll compare their grass to our grass, and your grass dying because you ain't watering it. Water your grass, it won't die, right? So we're sitting around going, oh, and heard this and heard that, and why is she not this and why I don't have what she have? But you're sitting on a gold mine. You're blessed. You're not even realizing all the things that you already have in your possession as you're counting somebody else's blessings. I'm talking to me, not just to you, right? Right. It also makes us forget how far we've come. How far have we come since day one? Because at this point we've started. We should be on what? We on episode 27, so we should be on day 27 at least. But how far have we come? And if you get to comparing yourself to somebody else and you done peek back over your shoulder, then what happens? You're not even looking at you no more. You're not even even realize, damn, I made it out of all that. The storms that you done passed up and made it out of. You're not even looking at those storms. Remember, my day one is not your day one. My sister said they grass got a BBL. You better stop it. Sis, I'm gonna digress a little bit. If I could get some gummy bears and they can put it inside you so it'll be something that'll dissolve in your body, I'll give you one. But that's my business. If they can take some fat from here and put it there and not put some silicone in me, I probably couldn't even afford it. But yes, that's what she looking at somebody else's BBL questioning why my I ain't look at it that fast. I just compare myself to having it to somebody else. And I'm being thankful for the fact that I do have a backside to sit on. I fill out my jeans pretty nice. I don't have to look like her filling out her jeans because her body made for that. My body not made for that. I got one of them weird bodies. I'm like a couple extra lumps and bumps. I'll be like the people y'all are making them videos of with the BBLs and the thighs don't match. That's me. Self man comparison, self doubt. It causes self doubt where your confidence once lived. At one point in time, we did have a high confidence about ourselves. And I can say we go back to when we say comparison. And we didn't understand we were doing it. I know my mama, your mama, and grandmama, whoever, they didn't understand what they were doing at the time. They didn't realize telling you why you ain't like such so and so kids, that she didn't realize that she's comparing you probably to some kids that she don't see all the time. That was really piece of work. But they go, why you ain't like your cousin or this person, that person, be more like that person. But each one of us are different. You want me to be like somebody else, that's not me. And we'll end up taking a lot of time out of our life trying to climb up a ladder to look like somebody else that and you missed up a whole bunch of you. Like I said, a couple shows back, I had somebody sent me something and she says, "This reminds me of you." I said, "Oh no, ma'am, this reminds me of you." Because you now that means that you're not looking at your own with distance of how far you come, your own joy, and you're not looking at all the blessings that you have in you and all the greatness in you, and you putting it and giving it to somebody else. That's what I told her. This belongs to you, because this is you. This is you. Be so completely you that others feel safe to be themselves too. But that comes because what happens? We have now removed the self-doubt and the self about ourselves and removing anything about ourselves that we think or that we're pointing out as impediments is not really impediments. But when you find a joy within your own self and within all the blessings that God is possessing and giving you, then people will gravitate to be around you. I know there was a time just 6 months ago, I was like a pariah. And I understand why I was a pariah. But it was to where I made myself that pariah. And then I sat back. I tell you, you'll see it. I talk about spiritual maintenance. I put myself in a little cocoon. I went into a little maintenance. I'm still going through it. That's my business. But in that little cocoon time, I realized that you're like a little walking terror. Because you was comparing yourself to somebody else about why you can't be like this or why you not moving as fast as that person. Yes, I did, because I'm human. And I was looking at somebody else's timeline and beating myself up. And the whole time I done put myself in this little funk for like what, couple months, couple weeks. You done missed out on all that good time that passed you by. And then when I looked around, I was like, oh man, who are you comparing yourself to? Your journey ain't hers. Your ministry ain't hers. Your ministry ain't his. And I had to tell somebody at one time. They'll tell you, I said, no, no, ma'am. I understand what you're going through. I thank you, but your ministry ain't mine. And my ministry ain't yours. So don't compare yourself or tell me what you think I should be doing. Have you ever been happy until you looked at someone else's life? Have you ever been happy and also came back and go, thank you? Because we're easy to go and look at somebody else and go, wow, she got a new car. Why my car only got 3 tires that work and one is bald? Oh, wow, she got a big house and why I still live in an apartment. But have you ever took that happiness and turned it around and said, you know what? I got a roof. People ask me, what kind of car you drive? I said, one that drive. Somebody said, no, what's the name of it? I said, the one that get me to the Rouse and back. He said, what you mean? I said, because I'm getting to where the actual name and that entity that they've put on our head that you had to have this name that's superb. Don't get me wrong, I like the name, but it's superb and you think it makes you better. I wanted to remove myself from that. So I had to put myself into a mindset to I'm thankful. I'm thankful it drives. Would you drive? A car that drives. What color is it? It's the one that'll keep police away. She said, "What that gets me from A to B, sis, and sometimes C, because I ain't making them little detours." But yes, that's all that we would, when you get to that point to where it doesn't disturb you if it's a Toyota and the person next to you is in a Bentley. It don't disturb me no more like that. It don't disturb me. I had to tell somebody one time I was looking at something. I said, "Ooh, girl, your car nice." She having the red light at. And she said, "What you mean, great?" I said, "No, ma'am." I said, your car nice." But she was surprised, I guess, that I was celebrating her and not hating on her. I don't know you, but I'm happy that you rolling like this, and it made you smile. You could tell that she was happy in her atmosphere and her existence. And I wanted to celebrate her because I felt that energy that she felt good, and I'm happy for you. Get them, sis. You go. Social media and real life. Social media is wow. But we all live on it, right? I know I do. That's how, but and we tell ourselves this. I know I tell myself this lie. It's only for business, girl. Bye. You be scrolling on everybody else's business, but social media and these filters and these little 10-second bites of people's lives, and all these little edited events. Got some of us really going crazy. I mean, I've even heard young women go, "Ooh, I don't like my husband because he don't do what such and so husband do." And I said, "What? What kind of life do you think that person really sitting around braiding and sitting and brushing his wife hair every day with this smile on his face? Get out of here! Do you think that she really look like that? Beat her face beat, hair done every day, all day long? No, no. You should have saw me 30 minutes ago." But social media would have us crazy. All these filters and edited situations. I mean, I even saw one that people were hating on this lady because she was sitting in the jet and she all jet life. But when it turned around, somebody had went and saw that she was at a jet that was a prop. But everybody was in comments were coming down and being nasty and how dare she spend her money like this and that, but not even realizing she was in a prop. But you've been somebody else that's not even real, that's sitting inside of a Hollywood prop. She said, "God made us individual and special, so you must find your specialty." Yes, you must find your specialty. Don't be, we'll sit around and we'll compare other people's, not realizing what's for them is for them. Just like my Queen Mother, she sings beautifully, and people always compare me to her. "Can you sing? Because your mama could sing. Can you? Your mama can hit a note." And then when I was in the choir, I was Millie Vanilli in the church choir. "No, I do not sing. That is not my ministry. That's her ministry." And it's just, just like everybody think that little poor Blue Ivy, she can dance now. But they expect Blue Ivy to dance like her mama. That's her ministry. That ain't for her. But they compare you because of these people, because somebody else's life. Don't let your ice cream melt while you're counting somebody else's sprinkles. Mm. Don't let your ice cream melt while you're counting somebody else's sprinkles. You hear me? Because what happens? Because you don't know that person's struggle in their little social media life, that little 10-second sound bite. What did they show you? They didn't show you how hard they sacrifice. No, you didn't get to see that part. You didn't get to see the prayers that they may have prayed, the fails that they've had. You didn't get to see all that. You didn't get to see the healing that they may have to go through as they were dealing with trying to get to where they were and where they are. And you sitting there wondering, well, why she got it already real? Well, she didn't already what we say paid her dues. You haven't paid your dues yet, but you trying to get to the paid your dues spot. But we don't realize that people are now everything is so phony and put together so fast and fake that we forget that there was a day one for this person and how hard they have to work to get there. What you see now, people are showing you. I saw Beyonce did a whole video where she showed her whole concert situation. And in the concert, she showed you how hard it was, the practices and everything. So in that situation, she showed you that my day one wasn't easy. I know y'all think everybody want to be Beyonce, but it's a whole process and it's a whole backdrop to all this. And we cry and we fight and we have situations. And that's what people don't show you in these little 10-second soundbite filtered faces. I hope I never get lost because some of y'all gonna be looking for that filtered me. That's what she looked like. Kidnapper done go 10 miles away from you, and I got that little filter face on. Everyone is posting the best 10 seconds, like we said, and not the whole story. So stop comparing your chapter 2 to their chapter 20. Just get on and keep moving on with what you got and what you got to do to get to that chapter 20. She said yes, and she also had a knee injury. See, because stop comparing the baby to her mama. That ain't her. Let her do what God has for her, because her may not even be in that whole situation. Let's see what Granny had to say.
Why am I stressing over they blessings like I order mine late?
Granny, everybody is different. Different timing, different assignment. When you compare yourself to others, you steal your own
So
joy.
I'm robbing myself? I mean,
He ain't lying, Granny.
whew, joy secure.
How the devil even tell him he ain't lying, Granny? The devil gonna say he ain't lying, Granny. You stop stealing your joy. Walaikum salam, family. How you doing, TT? The devil even told him, you stop stealing your joy, Granny. Well, Granny said, hi, my blessings act like I ordered them late. Why I ain't getting mine? Why I ain't getting them? Comparing herself to somebody else. Because why? What we talked about, we have a different assignment. Your assignment ain't mine. Different assignment, different timing. Because God gives custom assignments to each one of us. What they say, go find your blessing. Go find what He gave to you as your own personal. I know some people who are excellent. Like I have a sister on here right now. She's an excellent hair braider. And everybody, and people go, well, I could braid. No, but some people have it just so excellent and they're so meticulous with how they do it because they horn their craft to where you can't do what they do. Like I was talking about earlier about my mom and her singing. I can't do what she do. But she found her craft and she horned it and she perfected it, which gives her her assignment. But she had to wait because her timing wasn't somebody else's timing for her to get hers. And your timing ain't gonna be my timing. But we each have our own assignment and our own special gift that He gives to us. It's up to us to go find it. Because we can't find it if He said, what, if I'm looking over the fence trying to figure out how green your grass is, I ain't gonna find what He gave for me, because it's delayed. Oh, you be thinking, oh, our little timeline, we want God to move like a microwave. It's delayed. Why mine ain't came yet? Like Granny said, what's taking so long? Delayed don't mean He denied it. Delayed don't mean it's not coming. Delayed don't mean it can't happen. But it may be one of them situations, are you preparing for it? Or are you dealing with or making the proper steps to be able to handle the blessing He's about to put in your possession? Are you keeping in consistency with what you're supposed to do to make everything happen right for you so where you can put and He can put this in your hand and now you're ready for this blessing? Because I know this, I know I'm not ready for some of the stuff I asked for. Thank you, beloved. I know I'm not ready for some of the stuff I asked for. I'll be asking, oh God, give me that Powerball. That's your business and that's mine. But I done watched so many shows of the people that probably asked for these winnings, and in less than 2 years, they're flat broke. But you wanted somebody else's existence, but you didn't prepare yourself for what if I got this? What if this had it came to me? You wasn't ready mentally, physically, nor spiritually. Some people just died. They couldn't help it. See, some of us are scared of our gift and become bitter and suffer because of it. Ooh, I am scared of my gift. And it's not a fear. It's I have to grow past the fact that I can do it and I can do whatever I desire to do. My own personal stuff is I am very hard on myself to where I'll sit and study something for days and days and days. And then I'll sit down and just create it real fast. But I took more time out, how can I say it? Preparing, thinking I wasn't qualified to do the task. So I wasted a lot of time when I could have just did the task. Yeah, that's me. I suffer because I can't. I have this perfected gene in my head for that, for when it comes to me doing certain things. And most of that with me, I sew so that it's my sewing. Walaikum salam. Oh, thank you for the birthday love. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And that is my problem. I have to learn that and trust the timing that when I feel it, it's there. Just do it. Stop holding out and waiting and thinking I'm waiting for some kind of like it's supposed to be some kind of beam of light supposed to come make me do it. I don't know. But yes, ma'am, that's me. So I can confess my faults today. I am I was scared of my gift for a long time because I was comparing my gift to people who my day one to their day 20. And then you get on, like you said, we talked about earlier, social media, and you see people who are have already honed their craft and they're great at it, and you get to going, why I can't do it like them? Or I would sit up under the sewing machine and just make myself crazy trying to do certain things when I realize I've already perfected it and I go to something else. But I would continue doing the same thing over and over and over again instead of realizing that, okay, ma'am, you're there. You got it. Stop denying that what you can, feeling you can't do it when you've done already great things. So yes, ma'am, I thank you for making me look at myself like that. I'm gonna put that in my journal for this night. Signs that you're slipping into comparison. Ooh, he said, I suffer because I used to procrastinate, thinking tomorrow will always be tomorrow to get it done. I am the queen of procrastination. That's why I'm late everywhere I go. You hear me? I hate to say that. The fear of failure is great, or greatness is something. Yes, yes. It took me this show that we're sitting on right now. I thank God for it. But it took me 2 years to do this because I kept comparing myself to other people, or I don't have a song, or I have a write, or then I actually will get stage fright. Yeah, motor mouth me. And the 2 years of stage fright and me feeling that I wasn't ready is why it took me 2 years to even get started. And if I would have started 2 years ago, we probably been on season what, 10, episode 55, right? But it took me 2 years to even start today. But I'm thankful that we did start. If you're slipping, signs or figure if you're slipping into comparison, how do you know you're slipping? You stop celebrating others. Mm. Don't be no hater. You feel rushed or behind. We talked about that. You're not rushed. Don't rush it. The process will come. Enjoy the process because now what happens, enjoying the process becomes a testimony. I love your show. Glad you started. Oh, thank you, Queen. I'm glad I did too. Because I guess I asked somebody to go get some free therapy. I can't afford no more therapists, girl, and they quit. But y'all some good free therapists. What? You question your worth. We talked about me. I was slipping into comparison. I questioned my worth. I still do it. People ask me, somebody asked me, can you make a wedding dress for my daughter? And I was like, "Ooh." But instead of me going, you know what, girl, I could do it. Or let me practice it because I got a year and I know I'll make it happen. I instantly told her, you know what, that's out of my pay grade. Let me give you somebody else who I feel is better. But how I know why if I ain't never tried one, how I know if I can do it or not? Comparing myself to somebody else. Comparison is the thief of joy, and gratitude is the gateway to joy. Need some gratitude. To gratitude to get our joy back. We talked about that being thankful for what you have, and don't let that comparing others remove you from your joy. And this is what we're talking about now. How do you know you're slipping into it or losing your joy and removing yourself from gratitude? You question your worth. We said we question our worth. Mm-mm. I know. Wow. I question my worth so much sometimes to where I had to be like, girl, and I'm telling you, this is y'all my free therapy. It's to where I guess if I can talk about myself, that others can relate. But we compare you. I told myself you only copy greatness. But if you're always removing yourself from that greatness pile or not feeling you deserve to be there, how do you know what you can accomplish? And that's where I am, and that's where so I'm not gonna say I am now. That's where I used to be, right? We're gonna use a powerful word. That's what I used to do. Granny, go get your coin, girl. I used to feel anxious instead of inspired. Ways to know that you are slipping into comparison. Anxious instead of inspired. Yeah, we do. You know what that becomes? That became for me, like I said, looking at others day 20 and not realizing that I was there, and I would price things so low to where I felt I didn't even deserve, or why would they pay me this? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time. Mm, they shine when what? It's their time. So the sun don't be sitting around comparing itself to the moon. And the moon ain't complaining, homeboy, why you up here shining brighter than me? No, because he comes out at his time and he comes out at his time. And they equally as what? As bright. And they equally have a powerful job to do, which goes back to don't use nobody else's ruler for when it's your time that you gonna shine. Or them telling you, girl, you've been doing this for 30 years. Why it ain't happened yet? How you know? Maybe you're 31, maybe the year of a pop. Mind your business. Like that, see, I had to learn to be myself. And when I did, people started to gravitate towards me. Then I created my own energy and felt good about me. You better come on. I feel good about me. That's a powerful statement. I think I'm gonna write that down in my journal tonight. I feel good about me. A good affirmation. Add to our long list. And we have to do that when and we had that slide that came earlier that people gravitate to you because you're such a powerful high energy. They want to be near something that's like a good battery jumper, right? What they say when your battery's drained, you don't go and put it next to another dead battery. You put it next to another battery that has some life and you put the sparks to it. And some people need that spark and they need somebody to spark them. And what we say, we only copy greatness. So go be the great person so somebody can copy you. Y'all better come on. I feel good about me, girl. Yes, we gonna say that all day, all this year. I feel good about me. Come on. How to protect your joy. How are we protecting our joy in 2026? First of all, we gonna and thank you for being the half mark. Before we go to protecting our joy, we gotta have us a little funny with our granny, huh? So we're gonna learn how to protect our joy in a minute. But thank you for coming. If you're just now coming in at the halfway mark, our conversation tonight is Comparison is Thief of Joy, episode 27. And welcome to Granny's house.
Wait, hold up. Did my guardian angel quit?
No, ma'am, she didn't quit. She's on strike.
On strike.
Said your shenanigans were too much for her halo. Asked for new wings and a desk job.
Lord have mercy. She really holding a sign?
Front of the
She say, "Your guardian angel holding a sign up. How she gonna tell Jesus that she want a new desk job?" Bless her heart. I be trying my best to be as good as I can. Huh? My guardian angel go quit. I appreciate y'all for hanging with me at our half mark. We are talking about comparison is the thief of joy. So let's get back to it. How do we protect our joy? We already talked about some of the things that we were doing, and I'm all over the place today. I guess my birthday, I'm all happy, right? Yes, sir. All praise due to Allah. How to protect your joy. First, we're going to limit what we consume. And I'm saying that to myself, limit what we consume, is because I know we can consume a lot of unnecessary things that make us question who we are and our own purpose and our blessing that of ourselves. We are a blessing. Each one of us is different, like a snowflake. We are a true blessing. So limit what you consume. Limit the conversations that are negative. Limit some of the we used to watch all them soap operas and you watching people that live these $1 million lives and never had no jobs and they was already there. Limit some of the housewives in 2026. Limit some of the 10-second spots of other people's lives that got you thinking that your life is not even comparable or worthy. Me myself, I'm gonna limit some of the trap music. It got me thinking I'm a gangster out here. Celebrate others without self-judgment. Look at your sister. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, thank you. Be able to look at your sister or your brother and celebrate them without looking bad at yourself. So find something nice about somebody. You see somebody walking past, like I'll see my sister and be like, "Girl, you look good." But when you see her go, "Oh, I wish I had them shoes," or "Why my shoes don't look like her shoes?" Or you go, "Oh, her hair's so pretty," and then don't go, "Why my hair won't grow?" No, we're not gonna do that no more. Instead of putting that self-doubt, because that's consuming things also too, self-doubt. Instead of putting that self-doubt on ourselves, we're gonna limit some of that. Mhm. But every time we celebrate somebody else, celebrate yourself. If we may have to do that. That means put our mantras. As you see somebody else that's popping, then pop your own collar. Say something to you. It's all right to celebrate yourself. Make yourself happy. What we said earlier, go back to I feel good about what? Me. Admire someone else's beauty without questioning your own. See how they both are different, but they both are actual beautiful creatures, correct? Admire someone else's beauty. Goes back to what we said. Celebrate yourself without judging yourself. So from now on, we're gonna do this. Every time we see somebody, say something nice, because we should be saying something nice to people. Celebrate yourself in your own head if you need to. Because I'm gonna do it for me every time I walk past. So if you see me celebrating some of y'all, and I'm like, girl, you looking good. I'm gonna be popping my own collar too. You hear me? Stay focused and in your lane. Stay focused. What did you say? The word for 2026 for me is consistency. Stay focused. And as you stay in focus, stay in your lane. Stay out of the other folks' front door. Stop sweeping around their front door and you ain't sweeping around your own. Run your lane. Run the path that's meant for you. Don't try to run my lane because what they say, you can't step in my shoes. Please don't step in my shoes. And if you feel you can step in them and help me out, come on. But run your lane. And then as you run in your lane and watch how fast that you'll get comfortable in what you're doing, and the consistency of it, you won't even be looking and comparing to nobody else because you got so much to do. You ain't got time to be doing that. What my sister said, she said this year self-care, hair, nails, girl. You know what's crazy? You got me started. Before I came on the show, looking at my nails, I said that's what I'm gonna do for myself for my birthday. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm not gonna go like I used to and come back with the shenanigans. But I'm gonna give me a nice manicure, a nice tailored manicure, something I haven't had in a long time. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for reminding me of that. My sister said focus is the new word. Yes, ma'am. Focus. When I turned off the television, sports, etc., and focused on my reading, I became a person that was surrounded by non-readers. Then I had to tune them out because they had become stagnant in their journey and realized mine was just beginning because of knowledge. Ooh, something I had to do. I had to tune myself, turn my TV off but I made myself every morning get up and read 30 minutes every morning, nothing else. And then I found myself to where I was enjoying it. I was carrying books with me. And you know, so every time you're reading something, people are like, what you read? Why you reading that? Because I can. But what gets me is that books have become so obsolete because everything is Kindles and listening to books and this and that, to where we don't realize that when you read it, you're actually ingesting it better. I know for me, I have to really visualize and see the words. I can hear it and catch a pieces of it, but if I'm actually visualizing the words, and also to help to raise ourselves to a better level on more words we're learning, the better we'll speak. Me and my cuss words, huh? She said, stay in my own lane, run my own lane, and stay in my own lane. You better tell it, sis. Cut it out. I can't run your lane. I do not want to be in nobody else's lane in 2026. Running my own lane is hard enough. It is hard enough being me. You hear me? Time to stay focused and remove a lot of all that other stuff that we had going on.
A minute to learn this, sweetheart. Every time I line my life up against somebody else's, I either shrank or flexed. Neither one felt like me. Now I know. My path ain't a race, it's a recipe.
She said, my path ain't a race, baby. It's a recipe. You hear me? It's a recipe because recipe is components. Components to make the whole cake come to where it's tasty and edible. And that's how our life is. It's components. but the components that we put in it to make it to where we desire what we want, not what somebody else wants for us. No more of that no more. And not no more looking somebody else's over at somebody else's grass. Water your own grass. Another way to protect your joy is to pray instead of comparing. If you find yourself, if you can't pop your own collar, then stop and pray and say, "Oh, thank you. Forgive me first for having that thought in my head. Forgive me for even doubting myself. Forgive me for even feeling some kind of about the other person that I was about to compare myself to and say something I shouldn't have said. Because usually when we do compare, we end up being nasty too on the same tone, which we shouldn't be doing. So don't when we say pray, we're gonna pray if we can't say something nice. Sleeping better. I've been sleeping to rain, wind chimes, and jazz. We did that too. But somebody had the rain so loud it sounded like a thunderstorm, but that's his business. I had to turn it all the way off. It was scaring me in the middle of the night. I was spooked. Comparison only leads to one of two things: pride in believing that you are better than others, or low self esteem, falsely believing that others are better than you. Neither belief is beneficial or accurate. Remember, no one in the world can do a better job at being you than you. So stop comparing yourself to others because can't nobody else be you but you. You are that individual snowflake. I know I had to realize, no, ma'am, you're not her. You're you. Because we were younger, we used to have, it was, everybody wanted to be the big cousin. But I kinda broke away real early from that. I think I was 18. I looked her in her eye and I was like, all that big cousin stuff don't fly no more. I'm grown." But it wasn't me being disrespectful to her in her position. It was to where I was like, I'm living comparing to somebody else, but I'm stagnating me because I'm not her. And what's for her is for her. What's for me is for me. But then I had this one cousin I compared myself to. She was fly. I hope she on here. And I compared myself to her as how I match my fly. So all comparison is not bad, but we say some comparison is you can steal your own joy because you're trying to be somebody else. But if you're comparing somebody because that person is greatness and they arrived to their greatness, that comparison is okay. Because I was celebrating myself as I would see her. But I would always wait when I was a little kid to go if she would come over and she would go, "Oh, you look good, girl." Because if I knew she was coming, I put my good clothes on. But that comparison allowed me to feel better about myself, and I hope if one day she watches it, she knows who she is. Being around her made my life just really cool, being around her, being her little cousin and her white, what did she have? A Honda. I enjoyed the white Honda when she rolled up. Inspiration is everything, yes, and gratitude also connected to our inspiration. We have to have gratitude that we are blessed with what we're being blessed with. So that if it steals your peace and if it costs you too much, let it go. Nothing is going to be able to, you shouldn't compare yourself so much to where you're downing yourself. You don't even have a peaceful moment in the conversation with you and yourself. I'm there. I was there. I'm still there sometime. I have to catch myself. So we're talking about this tonight. We may have to revisit this one again. Comparing ourselves to others when we should be run to our own level of greatness. Comparing yourself to others only makes you think about the things you don't have and not the amazing things you do. Because we are abundant and we don't realize how abundantly blessed we are. We go, oh, we talked about earlier, oh, why my house ain't like hers? But I have four walls. Well, why is it that thank God for my peace of mind. That's one of the new ones we need to be thinking too. Don't be comparing yourself. You don't realize that person could be cracking up. Thank God for your peace of mind. So if it steals your peace, it costs too much. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So our mantra that we come up with for 2026, our first mantra at Granny's house tonight, as we reclaim our joy in 2026. Joy is intentional. Nothing wrong with it. You deserve it. I deserve it. And we should intentionally be happy. Not because don't wait for somebody else to make you happy. Make your own self happy on purpose. Peace is a choice. Peace is the choice that we decide to make. Can't wait for someone else to make that choice for you. Peace is your own personal choice. Because if you're doing what? We're gonna keep talking about it. If you're peeking over somebody else's side of their lawn and their grass is green, you made yourself unhappy with it. That's your choice. That was your choice to rob yourself of that peace. Choose the better choice. Growth is not a race because we're what? We're working at our level in our lane. Growth is not a race. And you do not need permission to bloom. You do not need permission to do what you need to do to find your goal. Now, remember, uh, we have to live by rules and regulations and things. We're not gonna be crazy, but you don't need permission from nobody else to go be great. Mm-mm. And that was my thing. I was waiting for validation. I would do something, and I know I still do it. I have to catch myself, but I would do something. I would sit back and wait to hear validation, or I'll take it and I show the maintainer, like, look, what you think? What you think? What you think? What you think? And I was like, if you sat back and worked almost a week on it, and you knew you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it, and you like it, why you need to be validated? Why is somebody else's validation of what you know that you enjoy or you did so weighing so heavy on you that you can't even function until they give it to you? Spanking myself. Spanking myself. I am spanking myself. No more. No more would I let no one else steal my joy. We're gonna do what? We're
You
gonna let it
don't have to
go.
carry that mess into a new year, a new day, or a new minute. Fear, envy, anger, hate, regret. Watch this. Gone. Just like that. Let it go. Let it float up out of here because we got bigger things to do. Time to rise.
We got bigger things to do as we stay in our own lane, right? We got bigger things to do in 2026. So many things too that we have to accomplish this is the year I told myself I'm going to accomplish all the things that I desire. It's not a selfish thing. It's because if I'm happy, everybody else around me will be happy. But I'm going to accomplish all the things that I told myself that I could not do. I'm going to just do it. I'm not going to wait to go, well, somebody else says doing this or somebody else. I had so many people even tell me when I first started this, oh, it's nice, but oh, I like your little show, but maybe you shouldn't do that, or how are you gonna dress, or what are you gonna and I was listening to all these people in my ear, and they were telling me, well, comparing this person's show and that person. I said, okay, well, I'm not Oprah. Oprah been doing it forever. You can't compare me to what Oprah used to do. And then they were showing people were sending me TED Talks and all kind of stuff, and they were showing me, you should do it like this, you should do it like that. And I realized I said, no. I had to say no. I'm gonna do what makes me happy because I cannot run in your lane. And no more would I run in your lane. I'm going to run in what? My lane. So 2026, I told myself, I'm going to take more time on finding what I desire for happiness. And when I find and what I enjoy to do, I'm going to do it. It's not going to hurt nobody. I'm not going to take away from other people or things or my responsibilities. I'm just going to I'm not going to tell myself no anymore. Mm-mm. And robbing myself of all the things that I could have already had because I was sitting back scared to create or to manifest. So as we get ready to leave, I'm thankful for each one of you as we on here. We're about to close out. Well, let's go to this last one. Let's see what this one said. Comparison isn't just the thief of joy, it's the thief of everything. Keep your eyes on your purposeful path. Celebrate others, celebrate progress, not perfection. Cultivate gratitude over comparison. Gratitude turns what we have into more than enough. Gratitude turns what we have into more than enough. So be thankful. Show more gratitude. Be thankful for what you have and realize you have more than enough. And when it's time, because you're being so happy and respectful and thankful for what you have, you can get some more. Some of us sitting around being miserly. Oh, I'm gonna hold it tight. I can't get no more because I'm not thankful and I'm not showing a appreciation for what I have. Why would God pour into empty pockets that do not desire to be filled? Let me say, give him something to bless. Show him that you're doing something. Show him that you deserve the blessing that you asked him for, right? So as we leave tonight, I want to remind you of this. You are not late. Thank you, beloved. You are not behind. You are not missing out. Let me read my last monologue. You are not missing out on what's meant for you. Comparison will have you rushing God's timing and questioning his plan. But God has for you will arrive right on time with your name already on it. Because you was in your lane, not in mine. Somebody else's journey does not cancel yours. And somebody else's blessing does not block yours. So tonight, what we doing? I want you to leave here choosing peace over pressure, purpose over performance, and joy over comparison. Stay in your lane, trust the process, celebrate others without shrinking yourself. And remember, joy lives where gratitude is. So no more shrinking ourselves. No more telling ourselves that we are not the one, and no more putting ourselves up under nothing. What? Oh, we're running our lane of greatness. That's our mission. We're gonna run the greatness. So we show other people how to run the lane. But as we're running that lane, remember we're gonna have little pitfalls. But we're gonna get back up. We're gonna have some moments that we're gonna have to cry, and it's okay. Go in the back room, cry, and come back out. We're gonna have some moments that we're gonna be joyful, and those are the happy moments. Live in those moments more than the sad moments, and the race will feel a little smoother, go a little faster. I enjoy you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Episode 27. Thank you for all the birthday love. Thank you once again for all the celebration of life that everybody been sending and all the well wishes. Yes, I plan to live about 100. I pray I see y'all there when I'm on my 100th birthday too. Hopefully we're doing something else, but you'll be here with me. As we leave out, we do what? We like, follow, we share, and we subscribe. We like Facebook is They Call Me Granny. The Facebook also have a Welcome to Granny's House page. If you're not following Granny Unfiltered, follow Granny Unfiltered on Facebook, Granny's House Unfiltered on Instagram. Also, we have They Call Me Granny on Instagram, They Call Me Granny on TikTok, They Call Me Granny on YouTube, and They Call Me Granny on Lemonade. Each one of them have the same moniker to make it easy to follow. And also, on YouTube, we like, follow, and subscribe. And if you have not done it yet, I'm gonna start telling y'all this because I've been studying. Hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, just hit the like button. Bam, that little heart. Bam, let them know that you enjoyed Granny tonight. Bam. Hit the like button on Facebook. Bam, I enjoyed her. She was okay. And that lets other people know that we're here. And our conversations that we're having are high level and that we're trying to rise above in 2026. Good. She said, God prepares us for the next matter. I know what you meant, Mama. That's why I said it right. God prepares us for the next matter in our life. So don't compare. Parting words. See, the parting words came from wisdom. Y'all better stop. Parting words. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. I'm thankful for each one of you. May you each have a beautiful night. I'll see you Thursday. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll figure it out. And once I get there, you'll know it. If you follow on YouTube, you hit the actual notification button. Also, it'll let you know when I'm coming on and what we're going to talk about and everything. And it'll show you all the little ways to share and all that kind of stuff. I thank you. I hope you all have a fabulous night. And welcome to Granny's house.
and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to